What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel Is Just Saying. All right, you guys, I know I'm super late, but we're talking about Married to Medicine Season 3, Reunion Part 2, the final reunion show of this season. I'm late as heck getting this video out because I've been sick. You guys might hear it a little bit in my voice. I'm a lot better today than I was. But like Monday, I had like a temperature and I was just like, my face was swollen. It was just a mess. And anyways, I didn't get to do my hair for the week. It's just a big mess. Anyways, but I'm gonna get this over with, this blog, Married to Medicine, season number 3, reunion part 2. It is over. It is over. It is over, y'all. And I am so happy that it's over. So the reunion basically starts off with Mariah. She's just talking about how she doesn't like, because Andy had asked her what were her thoughts about the season. And she was just saying like she didn't like, the division that she was seeing within the group. That kind of upsets her. She and Quiet kind of discussed their disagreement or whatever. And Quiet was, I guess, a little upset because she had seen in Mariah's interview, remember when Quiet had went over to Mariah's house and she had took those balloons and flowers. I don't know if she had flowers, but I know she had balloons over to Mariah's house. And Quiet was, now we know Quiet was trying to fake cry or whatever, And Mariah in her interview was like, yeah, Quiet was trying to squeeze out a tear. She was really trying to squeeze it out. So I guess that made Quiet upset. So Quiet had brought that up at the reunion, and she was just like, you were saying I was trying to squeeze out a tear. You know me, you know I wasn't being phony. You know I'm saying that everything I was saying was right. And Mariah was like, well, that's how I felt. And Quiet's just like, you know what? I just feel like I'm the sacrificial lamb of the group. Like I've always been the sacrificial lamb of the group. Like, and then she was saying, but she was saying it wasn't like the vote that they did. It wasn't about her, telling the ladies that, she didn't want Mariah to be included. So they went along with her. She was like, well, everybody had their issue with Mariah, which is kind of true. The only person I felt like I didn't really know why she had an issue was with Lisa and Heavenly, because they were new last season and I really didn't see what was going on with Mariah and them two, but I think they just kind of fell in line just on, and I think Heavenly touched on it a little bit, just saying like, some things that she had heard and things like that kind of made her, I think she touched on it at the end of last season, that kind of made her not really like Mariah, some of the things that she was hearing or whatever, but at the end of the day, and then Jackie finally spoke up, and Jackie was just like, she was saying that when they made the decision to vote her out, it was because they were in a position where they were not going to be able to enjoy themselves if both Quiet and Mariah were both there. And she was like, saying they went ahead and made a choice. And like after that, she felt uncomfortable talking to Mariah, with her whole like miscarriage and everything, because partly because she didn't really know where she and Mariah stood because she chose Quiet's side or whatever. So that's what Dr. Jackie said. And I was surprised that she spoke up and said anything, honestly. Anyways, and then they discussed the ladies, really not reaching out to Mariah. Simone was like, well, you didn't really reach out to us. You know what I mean? Like, she was like, when Quiet's father passed, I didn't hear about that through social media. When Jackie's father passed, I didn't hear about that through social media. Excuse me. And then, Heavenly was like, and when a woman goes through a miscarriage, it's a very personal and private thing. And I didn't want to invade your space. You know what I mean? Because it's not like we're best friends or anything. So that's why I didn't reach out to you. And Jackie was saying the same thing, because she was saying when she went through her own miscarriages, that, she didn't really want to be bothered. She wanted to be alone or whatever. And I guess she reached out to the people during that time that she really wanted to reach out to. And then Simone, for some reason, just starts yelling, and she's just like, you can't judge people for how they choose to deal with issues and this and that. And Toya's like, Simone, why are you yelling? And then Mariah's like, Simone, why are you so loud? And Andy was like, she has a, what did Andy say? Andy was like, that's okay. She just has a, what did he say? Oh my God. Hold on. I'm about to say, Andy was like, she has modulation issues. That was funny as hell to me, because honestly, I think I have modulation issues too. Like, it's like you're talking to somebody and you're getting excited about it, whether you're upset or whatever, you're just getting a little bit worked up, and like your voice comes out louder than you anticipated it to come out. It's like, and I do the exact same thing. I am a very loud person. I can't help it. It is just, I mean, my whole life, my mom used to take me to ear doctors when I was younger. One of my school teachers called me the microphone. Like, I just have a loud way of speaking, and it just comes out, and sometimes I don't realize it. I have to really focus in order to make sure that my, like, you know, like if I'm in the library or if I'm at work and, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to keep my voice down, like, because I'm really thinking about it. But if I'm just with my friends or whatever, or my husband, you know, my family, I'm just hanging out, whether I'm drinking or not, it comes out and it's very loud. So I understand Simone, but even though she's annoying as hell, but I understand it, girl. So I know I got some modulation issues too. But at the end of the day, Andy was like, which one of these ladies, or if any of these ladies, do you consider your friend? And she, for some reason, said that she still considers Simone her friend. And Simone was like, well, you know what I'm saying, there's some issues, you know what I'm saying, going on, because your husband sent out a very offensive text or whatever. So I guess Dr. Aiden done sent out a text. I don't know, I guess releasing his feelings and cursing people out in this text or whatever. So Simone is like, you know, she don't really know where she and Mariah stand, because, you know what I'm saying, that was like disrespectful and out of the blue, and she didn't understand why Aiden would send out that nasty text. And Mariah's just like, you know what? I am in a different place, so I'm not going to say never, that I will never be around these group of ladies again. But, you know, she just said she feels like she's in a different place. And I get it. Even some of last year, she seemed a little disconnected. And I mean, I guess some of it was them voting her out or whatever. But even before that, I don't know. I just still felt like she was just a little disconnected. And then like this season, of course, she was barely a part of the season. And then when she came back, she had all of these emotional issues. And I know she has other things going on. So, I mean, you know, maybe she should just take a step away from the show. She's got definitely some emotional issues, maybe some mental issues. I don't know. She's definitely have an issue when she drinks. And so she definitely needs to work through that before she decides to come back onto a reality TV show where she's surrounded by a group of women, a group of dramatic ass women. You know what I'm saying? So then they discuss the fact that Dr. Jackie and Quad both lost their fathers, you know, since they had finished taping. Jackie said something though that kind of struck me as being, you know, I know she probably didn't mean it this way, but I think that if I was her family member, I probably would take it and feel some type of way, because what she said was she got the call. I guess she was not in town when she got the call saying that her dad was, you know what I'm saying, in critical condition. They were going to go ahead and stop CPR because he wasn't responding. And she said that if she were there, she would have asked him to continue CPR just because she wanted, you know, to hear his voice again or whatever. So, like, I understood what she meant, but using the words, like, if I was there, I would have done, you know, blah, 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 and basically saying she would have done opposite of what everybody did. I don't know. If I was her family member, I would feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you know, nobody ever really knows what to do in that situation. You know what's right is to not let the person suffer, but at the same time, you still have emotions. So I don't know. I just feel like if I was her sister or her mother, I would have probably felt some type of way about her saying that. But anyways, you know, Quad is crying or whatever. And now we know what it really looks like for Quad to get emotional and actually cry for real, and not those little fake Hollywood ass tears that she be trying to put on for shows. Even though she's like, this is not a show. This is my life. Y'all remember from last season? Yeah, whatever. She be putting on so many shows. It's not even funny. But it's not a laughing matter. You know what I'm saying? Her father passing away, and I really feel bad for both of them to lose their parents. But like I said, now we know what Quad being sincerely saddened or crying looks like, okay? Anyways, so then they bring out the men. The men come out, and Andy wastes no time throwing shade at Aiden. He was like, oh, there goes the hook. The hook gonna come out. So he asked Andy, Andy asked Aiden, like, well, what would make the hook come out? You know what I'm saying? What's the hook? Right? When is the hook gonna start to attack or whatever? And he was just like, you know what? When the emotions that my wife feel, I also feel them, and you know what I'm saying, and it angers me or whatever. So he was ready. Aiden was ready to go toe to toe with some people, but it didn't go that direction, luckily. So he didn't have to let the hook out. You know what I'm saying? The hook didn't have to start smashing. What the hell? He sent his little ass down so dang where? So then they discussed the fact that Dr. Gregory is not there because they had another death in their family and he had to attend and, go take care of that. And then Dr. Darren is not there either. And Lisa's like, he flew here, he's in the hotel, but he's sick, has some stomach issues or something like that. Lisa said, and Andy was like, if I had the season that he had this past season, I'd be sick in my hotel room with a stomach ache too. Ooh, excuse me. Oh my God, that was disgusting, you guys. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Anyways, Andy was like, no time. He just loves putting in those digs, y'all. He loves it. I mean, I think he lives for it. But I guess it's true though, because you know what I'm saying here. After all the stuff, Dr. Darren was probably like, look, I done went through so much with these ladies this season. I am not stepping foot on that stage, okay? You handle it, okay? I ain't got time. Anyway, so then they move on, and Andy reads a question from a viewer, and is like, why doesn't it seem weird that Dr. Heavenly calls her husband daddy, and even more weird that he calls her buddy or whatever? And it was like, yeah, well, that is kind of weird. And then so Dr. Simone was like, men don't have sex with their buddies. I'm just saying, while you talk about how much sex you having. And Dr. Heavenly was like, I never said I was having a lot. I was saying I had more than you, okay? And I was sitting here like, Simone, you was even talking about how you don't even like sex and all this and all that. So why would you even say something like that? I mean, why would you say anything at all? Men ain't having sex with their buddies. I mean, we all know that it's weird that they call each other the names that they call each other or whatever. But you were just throwing unnecessary shade at Dr. Heavenly. And I think it's because she was telling you that you were treating Lisa Nicole bogus for no apparent reason or whatever. I don't know. It's just something about Heavenly and Dr. Simone. And I think that Heavenly really does genuinely like Dr. Jackie. I'm not so sure if she genuinely likes Dr. Simone, and I honestly don't blame her because Dr. Simone loves the drama. She's a shit starter. She's a flip-flopper. She don't know on which day she gonna be with which friend and which mood she gonna be in on which day. Like, nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that at all, Dr. Simone. Anyway, so then Andy asked the guys about strip clubs and was like, when you go to the strip club, do you tell your wife? And he asked Curtis, and Curtis is like, well, you're just going to assume that I go to strip clubs or whatever. And then Dr. Aiden was like, well, I tell my wife everywhere I go. I'm like, Dr. Aiden, I bet your little ass do. You know what I'm saying? Your hook be inside. You don't let him out when it comes to your wife. Because, I mean, clearly she sees to wear the pants in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, between Cecil and Curtis, and they kept, like, going back and forth. Curtis was like, I go, and Cecil goes or whatever. And Cecil was like, yes, I go. And no, I don't tell Simone. And Simone was like, no, it's not okay with me, but, what can I do about it? Anyways, but the men, like, when it came to that question, the men were just acting so uncomfortable about it. I just didn't even understand. And so Andy was like, well, how about the next time I come to Atlanta, I'll take all the ladies out to Swinging Richards, which I guess is a gay strip club or whatever. So I was like, the ladies was like, oh yeah, well, we down for that. And then they move on to Toya and Eugene, and they start talking about how Toya, Andy asked Toya, like, how did she feel hearing all the feedback from people and what they were saying about her and her marriage and things like that. And Toya was like, you know what, I know that I can be harsh or whatever. And Dr. Eugene was like, I know my wife, and I understand her, and I love her for who she is. So I can, I can navigate through her, sometimes being mean or whatever, and Toya's like, you know, she never really means to disrespect the husband and some of the things that she says, but she probably doesn't need to say. But she took in what people said to her, and she said she was going to work on it or whatever. And then Dr. Damon was, he jumped in. Oh, excuse me. And says like, because there was a question that Andy had asked Dr. Eugene, and was like, is there a breaking point? Where do you get to your breaking point of her being mean to you? And is there a breaking point in your marriage with her being mean to you and then overspending all the time? And Dr. Eugene was like, I feel like that's a very disrespectful question, you know? So then Dr. Damon busts in and he's like, look, you know what I'm saying? I think I can speak for all men in saying there is nothing wrong with a man taking care of his family. That's what a man is supposed to do. So if he wants to go out and be the only one working and he wants to take care of his family, that's what men are supposed to be doing anyway. And there is nothing wrong with that. And why somebody would say that there's something wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? I don't even understand. I'm like, well, your wife is the one to be saying it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Emily be the main one saying Toya doesn't have her own, you know? Oh, excuse me. I need some water. But anyway, so that was kind of that. And then they go back to Lisa and Darren, and Lisa is just, she gets really, really emotional and she breaks down. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Oh my God, now I'm gonna have this dry hacking cough forever. Ugh, I hate being sick. It started off, I thought it was just my allergies, but then it turned into like a full-blown like flu or cold or something. Anyway, so Lisa is just getting emotional and she's just saying like, you know, you guys like to throw shade and digs at my marriage, but it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? It's really not funny. And she was saying like, we've been through a lot in our marriage and it takes a lot of courage to put our business, you know, that kind of information on TV. But at the same time, it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? It hurts. And so Heavenly, you know what I'm saying? They talk about the gay thing or whatever, and Lisa was just like, you know, I never believed that. That part, I never believed that was true. I don't believe that my husband has cheated on me since we've been married. Everybody on the stage gave her the side eye when she said that. And then Heavenly butts in and she's just like, you know what, the only person we know for sure on this stage is gay is Andy. And you know what I'm saying, maybe sometimes Toya. And they were like, and Andy was like, Toya, are you bi? And Toya's like, no, before my husband I've had a colorful sexual past for my husband or whatever. So I guess they be doing threesomes or some shit, foursomes, swinging. I don't know what the hell they be doing, but whatever. Let's keep that on the down low because we don't all want to know. I don't. I don't even want to know about any of that. Okay. So that was kind of it. Then they kind of discussed friendships and moving on and how who wants to be around who, and they all seem to want to move forward together. They seem to have some kind of closure. It would seem to be a very peaceful reunion, you know what I'm saying, not overly dramatic. And I mean, Quad, she like threw me for a loop when she's like, she didn't understand why there had to be so much drama. I'm like, Quad, are you serious? You live for the drama. That's why you ran that background check on Lisa and kept that shit going at the beginning of the season, because you live for that damn drama. If you didn't want the drama, you would have never like ran the background check on her. And that whole situation probably would have been squashed in the first episode, because if you know what I'm saying, it could have just been talked about and y'all could have just moved on. So clearly you love the drama. And even Andy said like, you're pretty dramatic yourself, Quiet. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Ooh, excuse me. I'm pretty sure all the ladies will be back next season. Well, we know Jill won't. And but I'm pretty sure all the ladies will be back. I don't think Mariah will be back. If she is back, I hope that she has gone to Dr. G and got some damn meds. And I hope he medicates his damn wife too if she comes back. Both of them need some fucking meds, okay? Y'all know what? This season, like I said, I was very disappointed in how the ladies acted for the most part throughout this season. Like, this show, when it first came on, I was just expecting so much more from the women. But I don't know why. I just did. But you know, it's sad that when you get a group of women together in a setting where they're just supposed to be socializing and getting to know each other, that it just has to always come to the pettiness and the he said, she said, and you did this to me, so I'm going to do this to you, and then the back and forth with that. And you know, it makes me kind of sad. And honestly, I wouldn't say that I like the drama. Like a lot of times, like with the housewife shows and other reality shows, I like the drama. But I didn't like the drama this season on Married to Medicine. I really didn't. It was very dark. Like Quad said, it was a very dark season. And I wasn't really here for it or whatever. So I'm so happy that this is my last vlog for Married to Medicine season number 3, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to make it quick. Like I said, I'm trying to keep my vlogs under 30 minutes, closer to 20 if I can. Anyway, so yeah, that is it, you guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Please share this video. Please comment on this video, you guys, okay? And until next time, please stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel Is Just Saying. Bye-bye.